Okay. I'd like to call the Merit System Commission to order. It is 11 a.m., September 5th, 2024. May I have a roll?
Mr. Kempe?
Here.
Mr. Rodehaver?
Here.
Wasty?
Here. Did everyone get a chance to read the minutes?
Yes, ma'am.
Any changes or additions?
No, ma'am.
So be it. First item of business, MSC rule change, Rule 10, examinations. Chief?
So we've been talking the last couple months, and I've been going back and forth with Martina. She's been very helpful, and as we had envisioned, kind of not doing a written test because the numbers are so small, and quickly then getting potential candidates, applicants through a process. She determined that the only rule change that we would need would be to add the verbiage, the language that's on the back page to our current rule. Every other item that we talked about, so we take an application, we use a scored panel interview as the examination part, and then we give you, as we work through those applicants and the examination interview, we give you monthly a list of the candidates and their status, and then we hire from that list. You can certify that list at your next meeting, and then we just keep moving through the list. We can run an entry level and a lateral at the same time. We don't have to. We can just run an entry, we can just run a lateral, but we can run them at the same time, and we can run them with the end date being until filled. We talked about the practicality of that, Amy and Aaron and I, and what we would probably do is even though the ad would say until filled, we would cut it off at 3 months and then restart it again, maybe restart the ad again. Because that would then get it up into the internet sites, the Indeeds and the Monsters and that kind of thing. The advertisement would go out again. So to do that process and to get people through quicker, the only rule change she suggested was the language, add this language into 10. It already references the ORC. This language is identical to what's in the ORC, so it is kind of a redundant feature. But she suggested putting that in there just so it's clear to everybody. So we have a process, an entry-level process right now. We're still working through that. I don't need a new list or a new ad to go out anytime in the next few weeks. Maybe we were talking not even October, but we're working through some backgrounds on some people, and we'll know later this month. So if we could just do the first reading today, then I don't need you to come back for a special meeting for a second reading anytime soon. So, and I'll answer any questions.
I have no questions.
Amy and I are going to come up with the new ads because there will be a substantial change. There no more NTN, and we're going to do this instead of that. And so she and I will come up with what the ads would look like, just so that we have them canned when they're and ready when we need them.
Okay.
Very well.
Thank you very much for all your help. I appreciate this. I know this is a big change from 25, 30 years of past practice, and hopefully it helps with the hiring process. So.
Well, you went through the old process, the testing and everything. And as long as you feel that this is going to serve pretty much the same purpose, because I know at one point there were like questions that they had to write, or a scenario was given and they had to write it up.
Right.
And I knew they were looking for that to make sure that they got everything correct that needed to be done, and it was written in a manner that could easily be understood.
Right.
But if you feel confident that this will work,
I think
good
this
with it.
with the number of candidates, applicants we're getting, it is more efficient for us to do this scored interview, get them immediately and get them in, and figure out if they can be, successful, do a background or not. And just practical purposes, when we send our people out to the academies and they recruit, it would be nice to say, hey, here's an application, we can interview you tomorrow, versus, hey, here's an application, take this test and we'll get back to you in 8 weeks, kind of thing. So, I mean, that's how I envision it kind of happening, so.
I think with the change in climate, with the way things being done now and hiring processes that other municipalities are going through, we had to make these changes to get these people in, get them on board before somebody else snatches them up.
Exactly. Yep, exactly.
So I think it's a good thing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
Okay. Basically, we've got our first reading of Rule 10, Conduct of Examination.
Read, or you want to pass that on?
I will read. Section 2, examinations will be designed to test the fitness and qualifications of applicants for the position of being filled. Examinations may include an evaluation of such factors as listed in Section 124.23 of the Ohio Revised Code. For original appointment positions, examinations may consist of, but are not limited to, any one or more of the following types. Written examination, designed to determine the familiarity of candidates with the knowledge required for the position sought, the range of their general information, and to ascertain special aptitudes when required. 2, performance examination includes such tests of performance as would determine the ability of candidates to perform the work involved. 3, oral examination, a personal interview designed to determine the ability of the candidate to perform the duties of the position to be filled, i.e., the ability to deal with others, to supervise, or other qualifications. 4, experience and competency rating, a structured format permitting the evaluation and rating of previous experience, education, or training in particular areas determined to be relevant and useful to executing the duties and responsibilities of the position to be filled. Experience ratings may be used to rank order candidates on eligible list or for non-competitive classified positions where it is impractical to ascertain the merit and fitness of applicants through traditional examinations. We don't have to vote on this right now? Yeah.
Reading for today.
Yes. Any other business? Meeting adjourned, 11:09.